Hello, coin collectors out there. Welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. Let's check out the coins we've got in this video. We have a 1929, a 1949, and a 1969. So this video is going to start off with some basics about the coins that were made from 1929 to 1969. And then we're going to talk about the 1969 double die obverse. So that's actually one of the most valuable coins out there, the 1969S double die obverse with a RD strike, a red designation. PCGS has only graded 2 of those at a mid-state 64 population and has a price guide of $126,000 for that mid-state 64 double die obverse 1969 red. So we'll talk about some of the details on that particular coin, and that's one of the only coins actually to appear on the America's Most Wanted list. Due to some counterfeiters that were making fake ones of those coins, that coin appeared on that show, America's Most Wanted, or at least the list associated with that famous television show. As far as the design change for these particular coin, there was a design change in between 49 and 69, and to be more precise, it happened halfway through. It happened in 1959. 1958, we still had the Lincoln wheat ears reverse, and then in 1959, we switched over to the Lincoln Memorial. As far as the metal content for all 3 of these coins, they are all going to be the same. From 1909 till 1982, the coins were all 95% copper, 5% zinc. It's 1982 when they switched over to 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. So if you've got a coin prior to 1982, it's going to have a lot of copper content in it. In fact, its copper content makes it so that the melt value of the coin is actually 2 cents. So that's why some people on eBay buy like buckets full of them, because they think that one day they might be allowed to melt them down, in which they would double their investment by buying a penny for 1 cent and then melting it down for 2 cents. As far as some other cool facts for this particular series, as far as the mintages go, the key date that you want to be looking for if you've got a series of coins from 1929 to 1969 is the 1931 San Francisco Mint penny. In that coin, there were only 866,000 pieces of those produced. So the lowest year for this little gap of years from 29 to 69 is 1931 San Francisco Mint. Under 1 million of those produced. As far as the high-end mintages for these coins, 1969 is actually quite high as far as the mintages go. There were over 1 billion that were made at both the Philadelphia and the Denver Mint. So this one right here, it's got a D on it, a very small D, right down there. So you can see some of the mint marks vary by size. So that indicates that it was made at the Denver Mint, and there are actually 4 billion that were made at the Denver Mint in 1969. There were an additional 1 billion made at the Philadelphia Mint, and there were 547 million made at the San Francisco Mint. So if you have a 1969 penny, unfortunately, that is not too rare, unless you've got one that's in great condition, or you've got the error coin that we're going to talk about now. So I'm going to zoom in on this one so we can just get some great details and some great lighting. Let's talk about the 1969 San Francisco Mint double die obverse graded RD. Now, to understand what the RD designation is, that's how much red is seen on the coin. So coins that contain less than 5% red surfaces or less will be considered have the brown designation. There's also the red brown for 5 to 95% red surfaces, and then from 95 up to 100, that gets the designation RD, short for just straight red. Now the coin that we're looking for, the double die obverse, some background about the actual coin itself. In 1969, Roy Gray and Morton Goodman began producing fake 1969 double die Lincoln cents and other counterfeit coins, which soon came to the attention of authorities. When the Secret Service's searched Gray's residence in July 1969. They discovered rolled sheets of silver with appropriate thickness and unfinished U.S. coins, as well as planchets, punches for nickels, dimes, quarters, and $50. Gray also possessed a collar for dimes with 120 serrations, as opposed to the 118 serrations of authentic dimes. The collar was damning evidence when the fake 1941 dimes and 120 serrations were charged to Gray for his criminal proceedings. But the actual, so that kind of a little bit of background about the fake 1969 double die obverses, but there are true 1969 double die obverses, which kind of complicates things and make things a little bit more fun. So true 1969 San Francisco Mint double die obverse cents today are extremely scarce. However, many new collectors confuse the 1969 S double die obverse cents with the machine doubling. Machine doubling is caused when the coin die bounces as coins are struck. This occurs when the bolts holding the coin die loosens. Machine doubling is very common and commands no premium. A true 1969 double die obverse cent will not have doubling on the mint mark, as the mint mark was punched into the die separately. On machine doubling coins, the mint mark will be doubled along with most all of the legends and devices. A true 1969 double die obverse cent will have strong and prominent doubling on the date. So that's the key area that you want to look for this famous 1969 double die obverse. Look for the date. So yours will have to have that S mint mark on it. It will have to have the doubling on the date and not necessarily the mint mark. If there's doubling on the mint mark, that might indicate that it's machine doubling and not the double die obverse that we're on the look for. All right, everyone, I'll start the sign-off process. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you're into coin collecting, please do check out some other videos on my channel. If you have any recommendations on videos I should make, feel free to let me know. Thank you very much, everyone. Take care and best of luck coin collecting out there. Enjoy and have a great day.